Have you seen Hajime no Ippo? It's one of my favourite anime, and while I thought about reading the manga, yeah, fuck that. It's about a teenager who, after being bullied, wants to know what it means to be strong, so he starts boxing. It's more of a tale about how, with a bit of talent, determination and skill, you can become a professional athlete and even try and obtain a championship. It has probably been one of the most inspirational pieces of media I've ever seen, and I love it because of the effect it's had on me personally. And even though I know sports anime isn't for everyone, I'm starting to think that this is my favourite anime. Anyway, let's talk about a rom-com. So unlike Ippo, I'm actually reading Blue Box's paperweight manga, and I must say, it's kinda peak. On paper, Blue Box isn't actually that special. It's another rom-com with club activities, just these ones are sports ones, so we get tournament arcs. However, I'm starting to really love this series. Despite some critiques I had with the anime, which I mentioned in my past video, most of the main ones were remedied within the 46 chapters I've read since. Mainly the side characters, Kyo and Ayame, getting minimal development and sometimes feeling like they're just there to move the plot along. However, chapters 112 to 120 did a really good job though of making them seem more human, especially with Kyo, who had a storyline happen outside of interacting with Taiki. I'm also glad that this series has maintained the trend of not subscribing to too many annoying anime tropes. The ones that are present, like miscommunications, get settled within a chapter or two, like with the Valentine's Day chocolates. Things that in some manga might go on for a couple chapters, but just get squared away, often when the characters next interact, so it didn't really bother me. One of the biggest critiques I see brought up with those who have only seen the anime is how a lot of people weren't really a big fan of the love triangle. Now, if you're not really a big fan of love triangles, those first 80 chapters are going to feel like quite a slog. And if you don't like sports anime, why are you watching this series? It's not going to be for you. However, I do feel like the first 80 chapters gives the romance side of Blue Box a bit of a weird rep, as it switches up quite a bit afterwards. The next 46 chapters has done a really good job of getting Chinatsu and Taiki together, and in many ways has cut out the bullshit. If we ignore the mecha-based chapters, Miura has gotten the couple together rather quickly, as in only 23 chapters after the anime, they're dating. To be fair, it felt more over and done with so the plot could start exploring their relationship, as I think if it had gone on for much longer it would have felt dragged out, as it had been over 100 chapters by this point. The new characters felt like welcome additions, and making Taiki into a second year student in the latest chapters felt like a natural progression in his character, as he can now be a mentor and a talent to be chased. Like Hayu was to him, he can be to Haruto. It's a welcome change, and the new characters help expand the roster of the cast that was kinda small. I've especially quite liked Yumika. Giving Chinatsu someone who's going to become a rival again is something to look forward to in future chapters. Even though Yumika had lost her spark, she was back training after some time off, and this actually motivated me to get back to the gym and to start running again. As well as how every other character in the series is trying to improve, I've found Blue Box to be surprisingly inspirational to me, just like how Ippo was a couple years ago. I know this was a pretty short video. I've already made 2 videos on this anime before, so I think I've said all that I can and have really wanted to. More videos of mine are here, so give them a look, and I will see you lads and lasses later. Bye.